Welcome to slide 15. Um, Here are some more examples of art in my classroom. Um, this one in particular is a recent project that I did, that I designed here in this room, and then I sent it out to my students to Central Newfoundland. Um, it's a poetry selection um, by Marilyn Dumont. It's called White Judges. It's a very personal, reflective, important poem, and I've added the link for the audio version of it. She is reading from her book. I forget what it's called. A Really Good Brown Girl. Excellent, excellent book of poetry. Anyway, so in the video, she's reading from that book. So the students got a copy of the poetry, and then they listened to the audio, and then they were asked to create a piece of art that would reflect their understanding of the poem, and it would have to show opposing conflict and imagery and all the powerful words that are used. So check that out. Really wonderful piece. And slide 16. Oh, here we go. This is so that last piece was actually a grade 9 student. And then the next slide, the leprechauns and the cat in the hat, they're grade 1. And these actually were done, we worked together to do an art class that was online. So everybody was instructed, draw a circle for the face and, a rectangle for the hat. And so it was a step by step process, but you can see that all of them are individually different. And the same with Cat in the Hat. So really delightful group of students that did those, and they absolutely adored it. They loved it, and they loved coming out with a finished piece. They loved the accomplishment. They loved. Many of them were telling me, "Miss, I can't do art. Miss, I don't know how to draw." And then when they were following the instructions, uh, they really felt fantastic afterwards. So that website, and I will include a link as well. It was called artforkidshub.com. In slide 17, this is a personal collection of mine that's been growing for years. I have it titled "The Ultimate Teacher Compliment." So every now and again, a student will leave a piece of art on my desk, or they'll say, "I'm gonna draw you today," and it really reflects the relationship that we have built, and I'm really proud of that accomplishment. And my advice for you in the future is to keep all of the art that your students draw of you, because you'll want to keep it for the future. Moving on. So those activities were individual pieces. What I really love about Makerspace and STEAM, used to be STEM and now it's STEAM, is that they're normally group work. Kids work together to create a final product. Just to give you a little bit of background, STEAM is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Before, it didn't include the art piece, which is silly because you have to put down on paper your design. You have to draw your idea at the beginning. So, of course, art is included and is extremely important in those kinds of activities. Um, for and then Makerspace is a collaborative workstation setup. Normally, kids are faced with a problem, or they have determined a problem in their studies. They've identified a problem, and then they use technology and art and design to figure out a new solution. So in slide 18, these are my examples. So the first couple, the students were asked, this is grade 4, the students were asked to show, design and create shelter, clothing, and inventions from Mesopotamian times. So we had done a unit um, on that subject, and then they got really, really creative. I love the little irrigation system with the carrots. That's my favorite. And as you can see, sometimes students surprise you. So we had a little girl that wanted to create her own clothing line for the people that were living at this time, and then she actually made them and put them on Barbie. So amazing. And then below, designing and building bug boxes. This was another STEAM project, and these kids were in grade 3, 4, 5, and 6. This was in China actually, and they had never really done anything as hands on as I had asked them to do. But they had to draw a design of a bug box, and then they had to take all the materials that we had all over the school and create their design as best they could. And all of the bug boxes were extremely unique and different and really showed their personality. And I've never seen a group of kids more proud of the work than this group. So they were really, really special. And you can tell they love to use color, they love to use variety. They were all completely different, and it was amazing. The next slide, slide 19, just gives you a little background information about Makerspace and STEM that you can check out. And then moving forward, we are going to make our Adinkra potato symbols.